Hello and welcome. This is Julie Silver Stitches here on FlossTube and on YouTube. I am back for another Sunday update. So here we go. It is Sunday, September 8th, 2024. And I've worked on a few projects, not as many as I wanted to, but at the same point, it's going to be a hair thing. Okay, same point, a lot of work done on the last Wednesday to Sunday. So we'll start out on Wednesday with, I was able to get 4 out of 7 days again for the weekly acrostic. So I think I'm just going to switch to 4-letter words: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 5-letter words. Nope, 4-letter words: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, here nor there. This week's word was physics. I didn't really start posting until Thursday about all of, I can't decide what my hair wants to do. It's a little up in the air. Okay, so let's start with Seahorses. Seahorses is by Mill Hill, and it will, none of these are all in Ziploc bags. None of them are going to be already open. Okay, Seahorses looks like this. I cleaned off my camera today, so everything should be good. It's designed by Laurel Birch. Birch. I think it's Birch. Anyway, and it's on a 14-count web blue Aida, and it looks ridiculously messy. I got in one more square because, as you can see, I am working on it diagonal blocks. So it's made pretty good progress. I worked up in here this week. So this square right here, not exactly 100 because there are beads. So I'm counting that as a good progress. 1 block per stitching time. I was last video on when I recorded on Thursday. Last video when I recorded on Thursday, I was talking a lot about my legendary board, my legacy board, and that is a board that Ellen from Sisk Stitches, or Sisk Ellen on FlossTube, created. It's essentially a bingo board, but a little bit different. I did explain it in my last video, I think, but if I didn't, a legacy is written across the top. I have 3 rows along the side, and 1 more row, so a 4th row of, if I finish that column, then I'll be able to start the next full coverage thing in that column. Probably not, of course, but we'll see how that goes. So the first day for G1 was Christmas Gnomes. It is by Nix in Nax Cross Stitch, I think. I'll put the information down here. I am doing a little weird parking situation, so it's not parking, it's ending my threads. So here we are. This is half the design right here. So what I'm doing is I started in the top left corner, worked all the way across, and then second row, worked all the way across. But if this, like you can see, some of these colors have come down. If they did come down, then I'm just following the flow of the chart. Yep, that's it. That's all I got for that. It is fun. I worked on it in the hospital when James was in treatment. He goes in for treatments every 8 weeks for his illness. I did talk a little bit about it last video on Thursday, because why not? The more you know, of course. So yeah, so it was a good, it's only a few colors for right now. I don't know how many the pattern has, but I'm just going color by color. Currently I have everything that is called for. So it's called for DMC. It's on a 14 count, some kind of Aida. That was probably a kit Aida at one point. I dekitted a lot of the Dimensions kits, sorry, that I wasn't going to plan on stitching anymore. So took the Aida from that. That's all I got. Okay, apparently that's all I got today. So I did work on 2 things on the 5th, so moving on to the 6th. Ice skating animals. I know you've seen it a lot lately, kind of, but this is the little cat that I am stitching, right here. There is a whole chart, like you can see, this is part of the whole chart, but I just chose to pick out different motifs from said chart, and I was able to get this much done. So I will put this behind it. And so I worked, I think I worked a little bit on his arms, maybe, coming down, and a little bit on his head. I finished all of one color, so it wasn't a stitch count situation. It was as I finished the color. So none of these colors, well, some of these colors are called for, but the one that I think I was working with that day was not called for. This needs its own bag, by the way, just a reminder to Julie and everybody else. Okay, so the next thing that I had worked on for my legacy board was L2, so, G1. That needed to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7, right? 71 stitches because it was in the space G1. L2 had to have like 122, I think. So I was able to put 122 into Fractal 53 by Cross Stitch Collectibles. Here we go. So this is the whole thing, but I worked in this section in here. So I added the black, and then I added kind of 3 little bubbles, 3 little sections of orange, I think. So I'm excited to see all these pieces grow. The whole point of the legacy board, I want to put it on my wall, but I'm not jumping up and down necessarily to stitch on some of them. So the whole number designated with the box is making it go a long way, and you'll see that as of tomorrow's call, because I'll be working on that for 3 days. I also decided that I wanted to do some kind of temperature stitch. So again, Ellen, Sisk Stitches on Instagram, has a temperature treasures idea. So the amount of, she puts the whole, like her range of temperatures, on a list. She puts her whips on a list, essentially match them up together. I did every 2 degrees, so I'm in Canada. It was, it's been all over the place. So this week I had worked on Dream. I can't tell you how warm it was, probably 20-ish, I guess, in there somewhere. So Dream is by, that is Dream. Dream is by Stony Creek. So this is what it should look like. And I'll show you what it does look like. I put it on a lighter ice blue. And here we are. So this is the whole thing. It's been worked on for many years now. I don't know how long. But I swished down this purple. This is what I ended up working on. Why can't I do this? Okay. Switched the purple. This is what I worked on. So that is, I thought about doing 100 stitches, regardless of the temperature, just to keep moving these projects going forwards as well, just so progress is progress. Next on the Saturday, so on Saturday was a busy stitching day, but not really, because I only worked on two things, but I feel like I got a lot accomplished. So I should move all the things that I've already talked about to a different pile. I threw them back on the pile that I haven't talked about yet. Oh, good grief. All right, what are we doing? Okay, so Celestial Gathering. If you've watched any of my videos before, if you've been on Facebook, Instagram with me before, you know this is my oldest whip. Overall, 100%. Started it back in my early 20s, maybe late teens, and have carried it with me ever since. I'm now in my early 40s. So, I will put it up here. I'm pretty sure I have a screenshot of it, of course. And I will let you know what I stitched on. So, it's on a dark blue 8F kit fabric. And get a book. I was able to bring up, that is the back. Apparently I like to show everybody my backs lately, because I did that on Thursday's video too. This is not a common occurrence. I am going to be stitching on, I can't use my words either. I am going to be filming on Sundays and or Mondays, depending on schedule and what we're doing and all of that stuff. So, okay, needless to say, I carried this color all the way around and started in on bringing the rest of the moon down. So, slow and steady will win this race. But I am excited to see the moon finally coming through. There is a counting error, of course, somewhere in here. I don't know where. I'm just ad-libbing as I go. I'm fibbing it. I'm flubbing it. And whatever you want to call it. Because that's the story of my life. But this is what I have done in 20-some years. Is what it is. There was a lot of firsts, I think, with this project. Because it was on the dark fabric. It was a dimensions kit. I had never done one before. Because as you can see, my floss is still on this kind of format. I was watching the Huga Stitcher the other day, and she was super excited for doing her first dimensions kit. Hooray. And it had that floss. Like, that's how old the chart was. I was like, just wait. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll get through it. But she was very excited about having to sort her threads for dimensions. Thank goodness we don't do that anymore. Whew. Alright. The next thing... I threw it back in the pile again. Guys. What are we doing here? Okay. The next thing for the legacy board was Y3. So if 1 is A, if A is 1, B is 2, Y is 25. Y is 25, plus the box it is in is 3. So this is my biggest stitch count for this grid. It is Dimensions Wolf. It is mini. It's a Gold Collection Petite, but man, I'll tell you why I had to stop today. So I had to do 253, right? 253 on it. And I did 91 stitches yesterday. And I did probably about another 90 today. One more day of this. I don't mind, because that's the whole point, right? Like, I want the progress. I don't necessarily need a new spin for the chart, for the board every day, especially with these paper patterns, which are not really my friend at all. Anyway, that's okay. And lately, everything that I'm working on seems to be on a paper pattern. So next week, my word of the week, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. It is definitely not all paper patterns. Whew. All right. We are here, and it goes like this. And what am I? All right. So here we are. So the last time you all saw it, a lot of this top part, some of this top part was not done at all. So there are 4 blocks. I did finish last time this whole bottom part, and I worked all up here in the last 2 days. So fun story. All those white stitches in the middle are supposed to be like a light pewter gray instead of the white. I am not fixing it. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's because if you look on this, maybe it won't be fine. If you look on this guy, if I can get him to focus, it's almost white. What's the difference? There is no difference. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I might change my mind tomorrow and rip out all those at least all the white ones are half stitches, because when I looked at the legend in dimensions, mostly, usually, always, it is the square symbol that has all the little dots in it, right? I'll try and... It is usually this symbol right here, if you can see it. The square with all the dots, you know. But, no, it's the white heart. It's the clear heart instead of... And Dimensions changed their paper. I kind of like it, but with the glare, I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. That was a long... I worked on a long time for this, for the 181 stitches I've done. I still have to do a 70... about 70 more. 73 more, I think. Oh my goodness, 72 more? Who knows? Anyway, what I did today, though, that was very exciting. I did 2 things that were exciting today, because I had a lot of fun with both of them. I see one of them. Where is the other one, everybody? I should have one more little baggie. And do I? No. Did I put... I might have left it over there. But first, we shall talk about my big progress of today. So, Ice Skating Animals was for the I in physics. Celestial Gathering was for the C in physics. Now we're at the S of physics, and it is Summer by Dimensions. A Debbie Mum mini banner. I have done the other 3, so this is the last one. It is very exciting. That is Skitters. Say hello. And here we go. I really enjoyed working on this today. I don't know if it was because I found myself in the chart and that's where I was and it was fantastic, or what happened, but I was able to put in something like 220 stitches into this today. And I don't think I'm done, because it can be this, it's my word of the week call, so I haven't limited myself to any kind of you know, stitch limit kind of. There is no stitch limit, but you know what I mean, like expectation of how many stitches. Some stitches that I do, you know, are 30 or 20 or, you know, 40, and then some of these, it doesn't look like 220 stitches, but I definitely filled in all of this. Okay, I definitely filled in all of this, and I started filling in the body of the little frog that's there. And that is Simon. If you can hear him, he's trying to say hello, but I don't know who he's talking to. But anyway, remind me again that I always need to have my magnifying light turned on, because this is great. Okay. It has been a partly sunny, rainy day here in Carlton Place today, hence the 11 degrees of the temperature chart. Oh, that I haven't gotten to yet, so hold up. So yes, this is, I want this to be my screenshot. That's why I'm holding it up so long. So this is all what I did, plus this. I really don't think it's, I think I was like click happy on my, what program do I use? Anyway, I use thing counter. I use thing counter on my phone. So every time I stitch, every time I stitch. Every do a line of stitches. I might have double counted a couple times, but here we are. So the top half, I think, is all done. So I'm moving down to the bottom left now, so that's exciting. And then I'll do the bottom right, but I'll carry around the border because it will come down to a V, right? It'll come down to the V, just like all the other ones. So in the chart where I'm here, I'm around here. This is what I'm working on now. So that's very exciting. I am very excited about that. I like this one more than the other three. I've been stitching them now for let's say seven years. So this series is about to be ready to be done because really. Alright, I'm going to try to locate Folk Hello because I honestly just finished stitching on it and I wanted to make a video, so that's where we're at. Do you think I know where I put it? No idea. I did clean up my couch. I did clean up this space around here, so hence why I'm at a completely different angle blocking the window today. But we might pause and continue. Hold on. Here. Take a 10. Oh, shush. I was going to say take a look at Skitters while I look, but now my phone won't balance. I moved everything. Oh, good grief. Alright, well, you can still see real life people. You are sitting on a stack of books with a bunch of books behind me because I can't find the tripod. Okay, we're going to hold that like that. And then we're going to go around like this because I think it's in that pile there. Nope. Lies? Is it in here? I don't think so. What did I do with it? I just... Not Folk Hello. 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 Nope, not Folk Hello. So I was supposed to work on this yesterday, but I couldn't find it, so I didn't do it. Did I leave it in my bag? I totally thought I brought it out. I'm going to find it and come back to you, and I'm going to stop the video and start it again because I figured out that when I pause the video, something happens to the voice versus sound situation, so I'm going to find it, come right back, and I guess I will splice together my video. I didn't want to. Oh, I have to add that picture of Celestial Gathering anyway, so... Sorry. Okay, I'll be right back. So, it had fallen on the other side of the bag, like, between the couch and the bag. Deep breath. Okay, so Folk Hello. I have also been... I started this because it was when Magazine Monthly Challenge was a new thing. This was my first Magazine Monthly Challenge piece that I chose to stitch back in whenever, a couple years ago, at least, 22, 21, somewhere in there. Anyway, 20 maybe? No, maybe even before that, maybe 2019, 2018, maybe. Anyway, so this is Folk Hello, not 2018, because this is from April 2019, so which means I started this in January 2020. Alright, so, I think. Anyway, Folk Hello by Elizabeth Spurlock. This is out of the April 2019 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I was able to do a 100 stitch chunk today because that is my goal for temperature treasures is what Ellen is calling it. So this is where we're at. I had stitched everything already, all of those flowers, the L, the part of the L. Today I was working on finishing, well, getting stitches in on that O. So, if things fall, I'm sorry, it's Simon trying to investigate the new spaces that I cleared out. Okay, so, finished all of this. This part on the bottom was already done, but I put 100 stitches into the swoosh of the O. So, I've been wanting to stitch on this for a very long time. It became part of my temperature treasures list because I want to see it done, but I don't necessarily need to see it done right away. That seems to be the thing, right? So none of the other problem I'm having when I get to it again is none of these colors on top. Maybe the leaves are and the stems, and I know the bow is, but none of those other colors, the colors of the actual flowers, none of those are the called for colors. You're going to have to see a fight of some kind happening soon. So that's Simon. He's already looking for Skitters. Skitters is still in front of me. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy in a second. Okay. Oh, and if you remember me saying at the end of the last video on Saturday, end of last video on Thursday, I'm glad I turned off the video when I did, because there was a whole big kablang, like crash. As you can see, bins. We have a whole wall of bins. Oh, Charlotte, look. Sorry. We're having some situations. Do you see Charlotte? Charlotte? No? Alright, well that's Charlotte. Sorry about moving around the camera. I know sometimes people get all... Anyway, is what it is. Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be a fight soon, or a big, loud, rambling chaos event. So I'm going to stop there for now. I think it's been a good 20-some kind of minutes, and I hope everybody has a great this time. I'm not coming back till Sunday or Monday next week. The word of the week next week is mystery. I'm going to leave that with you because why not? It's a mystery. I do have it planned out, but I do not have any of the projects here. So, this isn't really working out anymore, and I'm tired of moving around the camera with my hand. So, I'm going to say bye. Have a great stitchy week. I will see you next week sometime, or whenever I feel like filming next. So, I will say sparkle and shine and have a great day, and I'll see everybody later. Bye, everybody.